Team Draft, how long has it been going now?
Team Draft was started November 27, 2011, the day that me and my wife got married.
So 6 years in, has the message changed or evolved? And where do you see Team Draft going over the next few years? What are the main areas that you want to target and accomplish?
So we're continuing to change the face of lung cancer. I mean, that is, you know, and it's changing. So it is something that is constant, that is all the time. We need to make sure that you see people more consistently. You see people and get to know who they are, know their stories, know their journeys so that you can connect with them. And then behind that, we have to continue to make sure the gains that we make, that we don't apologize because we can't get everybody. I had a chance to talk to a doc as it related to lung cancer screening, and he apologized to me because the screening would not have helped my wife. And I said, well, you know what? I understand, but let's go save the ones we can, right? And I gave him an example that was, if there was a ship that was going down and you had a boat that could only save 30 people, do you sit on the sideline and complain about the fact that you don't have a big enough boat to save everybody, and in the process, the ship goes down and you don't even get a chance to save those 30? Or you go and save those 30. Let's go get them. You know, there are things that we can do right now. We have to make sure those things go across the board. If we can do screening on high-risk population, let's go get them and let's go save them. If we have molecular testing where we can go and there's a select few that can benefit from it, let's go get them. If we have immunotherapy and there's people that can benefit from it, we're going to go get them, all right? And then we're going to learn from it, we're going to do research, and we're going to go get some more. And then for the survivors, we're just going to love them. I mean, everybody's got a different journey. Some of them are they're going to respond, the other ones are not. But throughout that, until they pass away, they are still here, they're still a person, and they still matter.
One of the most rewarding parts of doing segments like Cure Connections is that we have had so much feedback as a team about the lives that we've changed, the journeys that we've changed. And you've already talked about the apology that you had from the doctor who felt the screening program wouldn't benefit from your wife. But I'm sure in 6 years, you've also had a lot of feedback where you've really made a huge difference by raising awareness that individuals have come back to you and had very positive feedback, yes?
Well, I'm saying that it's not bad feedback because he's saying that it wouldn't help my wife. It's just more of, you know, of him saying, I wish we were further along. And so that means he's fighting.
Right.
So I'm telling him, thank you. I'm telling you, oh, thank you. All right? We're not going to move because somebody just randomly says it. We're going to move because of people in this studio that make lung cancer a priority, people that at their organizations, at their cancer centers, make lung cancer a priority. It's every bit. You know, it's not one survivor, it's not one caregiver, it's not just one advocate, it's not one organization, it's not one cancer center. It's everybody together playing their part that's making a difference.
And repetition of the message. Where can patients get more information and caregivers? You have a website?
They can go to chrisdraftfamilyfoundation.org or they can go to teamdraft.org.
Teamdraft.org.
Yes.
And on the website, what kind of information do you have for people out there? What's on the website?
Well, you know, the key is to be able to soak up people's journeys. You know, we've got doctors, we got profiles of doctors, but the real key is know that you're not by yourself. There are other people out there. There are people that are standing up. There are people that are living. And that just because lung cancer is there, we don't want you just to get completely sad and just, you know, and just lay it down. All right? There are people that are fighting for you every day. So we need you to keep on going.
So teamdraft.org, Carly, the American Lung Association, they have a website. And how do patients and caregivers get information for the American Lung Association?
So if you go to lung.org/lungcancer, you will get to our hub of lung cancer resources and education. And one new thing that we added that's really neat is that a lung cancer navigator tool pops up when you go there. You can select from a drop-down where you are in your journey. So if you're newly diagnosed or a caregiver or, you know, concerned about lung cancer, and then it navigates you to the information that's specific to meet your needs. This is important because we have a lot of information and resources on our website, which is great, but it can be overwhelming to someone. And so that navigator will point you these are the questions you need to be asking right now. This is what you need to know right now in your journey. And you can also learn more about our initiatives and how to join our support communities and get involved. So lung.org/lungcancer is a place to be.
So we've heard about 2 great resources here, Dr. Horn, for patients. And these websites, they need to be constantly updated with new information, new messages. Any other resources that you direct patients to who are diagnosed with lung cancer? Carly's already brought up the point that there's a huge spectrum, and to be able to zone in on what's specific to you is important for patients so they don't get overwhelmed with information that's not relevant to them. Any other information you can recommend for patients?
I think those are great resources, and probably the one I'd add is one that was developed at Vanderbilt called mycancergenome.org. And on there you can select lung cancer and push click, and you read about all the different molecular testing that we're doing in lung cancer, and then based on the gene that you have, what that means in terms of treatment and treatment options for you. It's designed for physicians but also for patients to know what should be tested and what that testing means.
Which is important, isn't it, Chris, that patients get the right information. Dr. Google isn't always accurate. So thank you so much, Chris, for all your passion and energy moving forward the message for lung cancer patients and their families through Team Draft. Carly Ornstein, it's fantastic to hear what the American Lung Association can offer both patients and doctors. And Dr. Horn, thank you for sharing your expertise in lung cancer with us today. Thank you.